Welcome to the Build Your Base podcast. My name is Jack Thomas. I am the founder and CEO of Base and also the host of this podcast show. We like to start off our episodes with reviews, so please do leave us a review on iTunes. We love reading your thoughts on the show. We love reading them out on the podcast as well. And today's review is from Dustin D. And Dustin is listening from Germany. So nice to see that we've got viewers all around the world. Pretty sure Dustin is Thai because there is some Thai language at the end of the review. The review reads, "I love the simple flow of information and the helpful tips and tricks for daily life. I will definitely stop by next time I'm in Bangkok. Keep up the good work. Excited for future episodes." Thank you, Dustin D. Pleasure to hear from you and glad the podcast has been helping you out. Now, today's episode is 6 tips to help you get back to training again, or just to start training if you've never really trained before. Now, if that speaks to you right now, if you've not been training for a while and you're looking for the motivation, you're looking for the strategy to get back training, get back in the gym, this podcast is absolutely for you. If that's not you, if you're very much in your rhythm with your training, do send this podcast to a friend that needs to hear it. We have got 6 great tips, some great pieces of advice to get people back in the rhythm again. Everyone needs to stay fit and strong. It's not just a case of looking good. It's especially important right now from a health perspective. So you have a duty to your friends, to your family to get them training again. So do forward this episode on. I'm sure they will appreciate it. So first tip to help you get back to training again is find a friend for accountability. Research has shown that people are much more likely to stick with an exercise program if they are doing it with a friend. But hey, we don't really need research for that. It's pretty obvious. If you're meeting your friend at the gym, if you're meeting your friend at the park to go for a run or to do a workout there, obviously there's much more chance that you're going to actually do it. That gives you great accountability. You don't want to cancel on them. If you're just going on your own, it's very easy to find an excuse. You're feeling tired. You've had a long day at work. If you're meeting your friend, much more chance you will actually do it. And I guess a bonus tip in here, if you don't have a friend that wants to start training or you don't know anyone who trains, get a coach. Invest in someone who's willing to invest in you to give you that accountability, to make sure that you get started, you hit your goals, you get fitter and stronger. Number 2, set a date to start. Write it down, make a commitment to it, and there's much more chance that you will actually get started on your journey. If it's just kind of something in the back of your head, oh, I'm going to start soon, it's something I need to do, it's probably not going to happen. So make that firm commitment, set a date, make a commitment to yourself, write it down, much more chance that it will actually happen. Number 3, and I think this links in nicely to the last one, announce your goal, announce your intention to start training, to start exercising, to start getting healthier to the world. Now, the bigger the announcement, the more chance there is that you will actually stick to it. So I do encourage clients and friends who want to start training to put it on Facebook, to put it on social media, to tell the world. People love a good news story, and you starting training is absolutely a good news story, but that gives you the accountability that you might need to actually make sure you do it. You don't want to bump into your friends, they ask you how the training's going, and you're like, oh yeah, I never started in the end. So for a lot of people, that is enough for them to actually stick to the promise that they made publicly to everybody else. So number 2, set a date. Number 3, announce it to the world. Number 4, set a goal. It's important in your training to actually have something that you are aiming for, whether that's to lose a certain amount of fat, whether that's to perform better. I'm a big fan of performance goals, certainly over weight loss goals. So it might be to do 5 push-ups, for example. It might be to run a 5K run that's coming up. It can be anything really that you can aim for that keeps you motivated, keeps you on track, and adds purpose to your training. Even better, set a realistic process goal. So it doesn't necessarily need to be, I want to lose this amount of weight, I want to put on this amount of muscle, I want to run a race. Process goals are awesome because it helps you focus on what you need to do to actually achieve the things you want to achieve. Good example of a realistic process goal, if you haven't trained for a long time, is to just train 2 times a week. So that might be 1 class at base, then it might be going for a jog around the park and doing some basic bodyweight exercise on the other day. Set that as your goal for 8 weeks, just 2 training sessions a week. That's a realistic goal to hit. And if you hit those 8 training sessions, you will already start to feel fitter, stronger, more energetic, and that will give you the motivation to take that next step and maybe go 3 times a week or increase the intensity. I love process goals, especially for beginners, especially for people getting back into their training, because it helps you focus on what you need to do to actually get the results. If your goal is just get a six-pack, okay, that's great, but how do you actually do that? What's the process you need to go through to actually get a six-pack? Better to focus on the process, set goals related to that process, and you're much more likely to stick to your program. Number 5, join an event. Now, a lot of people like to do this for charity. Maybe you sign up for a half marathon or a 10K race, or enter a Spartan race perhaps. By having an event that you are aiming for, again, much more chance that you're going to stick with your program. You're going to keep training, keep going week in, week out, because you have this event in mind and you want to turn up, you want to show up, you want to do well. And actually, you can probably see here that all these goals actually work together quite well. If you find a friend, point number 1, you set a date to start training, you announce it to the world, you set a realistic process goal that leads up to you doing an event, you can probably start to get a good, strong feeling of how this is going to help you get back into the gym, get back training again, and start to build a healthy, fit, strong body. Number 6, the final tip to help you get back training again, surround yourself with positive people that support your goals. Unfortunately, in this world, when you make a commitment to improve your life, there's going to be people that try and put you off, that try and drag you down. Perhaps them seeing you make big steps towards your goal and make positive moves towards getting fitter and stronger makes them feel bad that they're not doing those things as well. These kind of people can definitely sabotage your efforts. It can definitely make things difficult. Often, sadly, it is family and it's hard to cut them off, of course. But if you have friends that are not supporting you with your goal, that are trying to drag you down, trying to put you off, saying that you've changed, try and surround yourself with more positive people that support your goals. I guess in short, get new friends. A real friend will absolutely support your desire to get fitter, to get healthier, to get stronger. Anyone who doesn't do that isn't really a friend. A great way to do this is to find a community of people that are positive. We have a great community of base, people that build each other up, people that support each other every day. I know that has really helped our members to get fitter, to get stronger every day. You can join a club, you can find people online. Meetup.com, great place to find people that share the same goals as you do. Spartan Race have a community here in Bangkok. There are really many ways to meet people that are going to be with you on your journey. They're going to support you. They're going to build you up. They're going to give the encouragement that you will need every day. Okay, let's give a recap on those 6 tips to help you get back to training again. Number 1, find a friend. No better way to have accountability every time you go if you're meeting someone there. Number 2, set a date when you're going to begin. Write it down, make a firm commitment to yourself. Once you've made that commitment, number 3, announce it to the world. You could tell friends, you could tell family, you could tell those close to you, but one of the best ways is just to announce it on social media. That really gives you the accountability that you will need. When you bump into someone and they ask you how you're doing, you're going to want to tell them that you're doing great and you've kept it going. Number 4, set a goal. I like process goals such as train 2 times a week. By focusing on the process, you will find your way to the results. Number 5, join an event. This helps a lot of people, whether it's a Spartan race, whether it's a 5K run, anything really that gets you excited that you can put in the diary and you can start building up towards that. The last one, a really important one, I think, surround yourself with positive people that support you and your goal. Hopefully your friends will support you. If they don't, try and connect with a community in Bangkok that will support you, support your goals. That really is, for me, a pivotal, crucial part of success. And there's many people in Bangkok that are here for you and are willing to help out. We, of course, at Base love welcoming people to our community and helping them get fitter and stronger every day. That's why we all got into the industry, every single Base coach. That's what gets us out of bed and motivates us each and every day. Guys, I really hope that has helped out. If you're already on your fitness journey, do send this to someone else, someone that you know needs to hear it, to get them up and running again. Thank you for listening to the Build Your Base podcast. It's a pleasure as always. What an important episode to share with a friend. Please do. And please do reach out to us if there's anything that we can do to help you on your fitness and health journey. That is all for today. Thank you for listening to the Build Your Base podcast. I am Jack Thomas, and we'll catch you on the next episode coming soon.